Welcome back
off.
to Hung Overhand Right. Chad, Clem, Dylan, Jonathan, and we continue on with our series of reacting to Tommy Told postmortems. If you're a newer MMA fan, you might not know who Tommy Told is, but you should.
And again, be ashamed if you don't.
Yeah, I feel like shit about it.
Feel like shit. God.
Yeah, go back and watch the old Tommy Tolds. Even if you don't know what exactly he's talking about, it's a little history lesson.
And also,
for you.
if you are Tommy Toehold, make more of these.
Yeah, if you're watching this, hit us up.
I think
we'd
there's
love to have you
something
on.
happened.
Well, he made the Roadhouse thing we just watched. That was 3 months ago.
Yeah, but I think I saw, because you'll see him
He thought
a
it
couple
might have been
times on Twitter.
A trademark thing.
Yeah, there's something. I think he mentioned it, and people were asking about why haven't you been?
I think they were demonetizing his videos and stuff.
Yeah, he said he couldn't. It was some tweet he couldn't say much about it. Almost like there's some
NDAs.
Yeah, NDA or something about it.
Well,
fuck those guys.
Yeah,
whoever that is. It's probably Dana.
Fucking Dana. Dana doesn't know. Dana doesn't know who Tommy Told is.
I love Dana.
We're talking about UFC 179. This was a big card. Aldo versus Mendez 2.
So is this the knee knockout one, or was that the first one?
That was the first one.
Okay.
This is at, help me out, Chad.
Good luck.
Marcanzino Gymnasium.
I feel like you skipped over so many letters in that first one.
That's 6 syllables, and you gave us 2.
Maracanzino.
There, I'll go with
that's
that.
a little better.
Gymnasium.
Maracanzino.
Gymnasium.
This is in Rio. Obviously, Aldo's king of Rio. One interesting thing here: Mike Goldberg and Brian Stan on a pay-per-view. Just those two.
Rogan was busy doing something,
comedy,
swinging kettlebells, or
pay-per-view buys 180,000. That seems really bad.
It does.
What year was this?
But again, probably 2014, 15. 14.
Yeah, October 2014. This one canceled bouts. Not so many here. Fabricio Camoish, Josh Shockley, Alan Patrick, Benil Dariush.
Patrick fractured jaw.
God, fractured jaw and probably training, I guess.
Right, probably.
Jesus.
Knocked out in training.
Yeah.
Dude, again, this was back in the days, CTE was not talked about because no one knew what the fuck it was.
I've talked with Zach Cummings before, and he said in the early days they didn't know anything about it. They would just go in and they sparred hard every day.
Like
every
if you got your
practice,
bell rung,
when we talked to him, he said the same thing. He was like, "It was wars. It was you go there and you're fighting.
If you got your bell rung, it was a good thing. I can wear one. It's
It's crazy.
And that was literally, it's 10 years ago we're talking. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy, man.
First fight of the night, Anthony Rocco Martin.
Okay.
Remember him? He was kind of good for a second.
Gilbert Burns
for a second.
Too.
Submission Kimura. Yeah, Gilbert Burns armbar first round.
Gilbert Burns moves up to 9-0.
Christos Giagos. I like Giagos.
Touchy-feely again.
Touchy-feely.
Staying active.
Pretty sure Aranches is a Sean O'Malley jiu-jitsu coach, I want to say. Could be wrong about that, but I think he's O'Malley's jiu-jitsu coach.
Not a bad coach, or not a bad job to have if you're that guy.
He made a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Wilson Hayes beats Young Guns. Young Guns had a rough UFC run. He fought for WEC belts, and then...
But fuck, man, he was always competitive.
He was just tiny, even at flyweight.
What was his UFC record?
4-8 in the UFC. WEC 7-3.
Ooh.
So, I don't know.
God, retired off 3 straight L's.
That's tough.
Lost to Manny Gambarian.
The Anvil.
God,
fuck
that guy.
Manny the Anvil Gambarian.
What else? Neil Magny got a win on here against William Macario. Can't say I remember him.
I honestly can't either.
Wow. Dariush and Diego Ferreira.
Oh.
Okay.
Hindsight, that's a big one.
That was Ferreira's first loss.
Yeah. Darren Elkins.
The damage.
Got a win.
Speaking of CTE. The damage
has had
shout out.
So I remember Fabio Maldonado, but who the fuck is Hans Stringer?
I have no clue who that
22-6-3.
Yeah, see what his record is now, just out of curiosity. Okay, so he didn't fight much after that.
Literally lost 2 after that, and that was it.
God, what a run he was on, though.
Yeah.
Wait, that was his 3 UFC fights.
Yeah,
that's it.
Lost to Maldonado and Ilir Latifi, and then was bounced out of there.
Wow. And then just said, fuck it, I guess?
By a punch to the body in round 1. That sucks.
Ouchie.
I mean, if you go from the UFC and then you lose your first fight out of the UFC in the first round, you're probably like, fuck this.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, shit.
Same time, don't be a pussy, you know?
Yeah.
Phil Davis, unanimous decision win over Glover.
Wow.
Wrestling
Apparently,
happened.
if you listen to Rogan and all these other guys, Brazilian dudes, and the Glover was like the boogeyman before he got into the UFC.
But it took
he had like
visa issues or some
for
shit
a while, and he just could never get to the UFC. And
everybody was
like,
talking
happy
about
it.
Yeah,
because no one wanted to fuck with this guy.
But the thing is, I mean, I know Glover was obviously became champ later, but
at like 40,
43,
like
43,
early on in the UFC, like he wasn't
kind of hit or miss.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't that great.
Look at that OSP Patrick Cummings. I know that's not a name now, but he was good then. And Sugar Rashad.
Rashad was my first favorite fighter. That was the guy that made me start liking fighting. Actually,
I was a big Rashad fan too.
I'm gonna say this again. I got a picture with him in a weed shop in Vegas last year.
That's dope.
It's on our Instagram.
I remember you sent us that.
You said that to me.
I was like, no fucking way.
That's so sick.
Well, dude,
it was just like Shane sent me a picture. He was in Lake of the Ozarks with Clay Guida.
Clay,
yeah.
He was
doing, Clay?
Rashad was in line ahead of me, and I was like, because he had the dreads and shit, and I was like, just talking like to myself, but out loud. I was like, that's Sugar Rashad. The guy next to me, he's like, who? I'm like, Rashad Evans? He's like, I have no idea who that is. I was like,
that's retarded.
That's crazy.
I jumped the line and I talked to him real quick. I was like, dude, you're Rashad fucking Evans, right? And then he goes and checks out, and I'm checking out at the same time. And I was like, okay, I got to get a picture with this guy or regret it forever. I walk up to him. I'm like, dude, I hate to be that guy, but can I get a picture real quick? He's like, with some chick or whatever. He's like, yeah, of course, man. Just take a quick little fucking first selfie I've taken in my entire life, I think, was with Rashad Evans, dude.
Stay 1-0 on the selfie. That's a win.
Yeah. I was stoked, dude.
He seemed like he'd be cool.
He was super cool. Just some random fucking just weed story.
Especially
That's
now,
cool. Yeah.
I know, like, you know, the UFC fan base, he's always going to be like a legend to them, but I feel like just in general, people probably have forgotten about him completely.
No one in there knew who the fuck he was but me.
He doesn't
That's
get,
unbelievable.
unless he's working a UFC event, nobody's walking up to him
like
for pictures
when
and shit.
Rampage was just on Rogan,
Yeah.
they say he's like completely different now. He's just like all about the shrooms.
Yeah.
And
like
just
kind of like
a super lovable,
like
happy
Like
guy.
Rashad is?
Yeah.
They were like,
I met
Rampage
Rashad
was like,
Memphis.
I fucking hated
Really?
him. I wanted to kill him.
When you fought?
And then all of a sudden afterwards, I was like, I want to be his best friend.
Yeah.
He's always on the shrooms. He knows more about the shrooms than anybody. It's wild.
That's sick. Trey Ogden fighting Kansas City Mo. Phil Davis, yes. And then Aldo beats Mendez a decision.
And this was when Aldo was
25-1.
No one could fuck
That's
with
when
this
Aldo
guy.
was Aldo. I mean, Aldo's back. You guys talked about that. You talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Aldo's back, dude.
He's back.
It's unbelievable.
He's going to go on another run.
I hope so.
Could you imagine? That'd be sick.
Somebody on TikTok did not agree with my take that he beats Peter Yan, but
Somebody
I'm
on
sticking
TikTok's
by
an
it.
idiot.
I'm standing.
Could you imagine though?
I mean,
If he actually
Yan
does.
beat him already,
Jan's
but
on
Yan
kind of a little-
ain't Yan
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jan's been...
That's disheartening. I really like Yan.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
Because he's a cool,
may be
he's a
Yan
cool
still, I don't
Russian.
know.
He's not a fucking Dagestani.
He's one of the cool.
Yeah, he's like a
mountain
He's like a
goat
Moscow
Russian.
guy, isn't he?
But
He's
he turned a little whiny. I mean, maybe a little bit, warranted or whatever.
I'm not
but
fighting for the UFC anymore.
him and
These
Nikolai have
decisions
been
aren't
hanging
going my
out, I
way.
think, bitching together.
Yeah,
All right, you ready?
I will say he did lose a couple tight decisions right there, like back to back.
yeah.
But still.
Don't illegally knee Aljo ever again if you want to have a successful career.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
dude, he was literally like, he could have been champ.
Like Evloev,
He was probably going to be champ.
if Evloev knees Aljo illegally, he's gonna go on like a 5-fight losing streak.
Right.
After that's just the way it works.
I think
If you lose to
Aljo's
Aljo,
gonna win that fight.
Evloev
Against Evloev?
I'm not a big Evloev guy.
I'm not
it's
either.
whoever gets
I'm not
the,
an Aljo guy either.
whoever gets the
No.
grappling off first, man.
I'm
'cause-
just done doubting Aljo. I don't like that guy, but I'm done
Yeah.
doubting him.
right.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
They might as well take
He's still a badass.
They
but-
should take the gloves off for that fight because it's going to be a fucking grappling match.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's scramble fest.
Yeah,
Just-
exactly. There's going to be like 0 punches.
Take
on
the
feet
cage
round.
walls. Let's just have a mat.
All right, here we go.
I love our
Let's do
random
this
rants.
shit.
This give me an intro.
Alright, everybody sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, or I will sign John Fitch again. I'm not fucking kidding you, goofs. The gate was a whole fucking bunch.
sign John
Every
Fitch
single
again.
person from Brazil showed up tonight. More people watched the prelims than the Super Bowl. Every of the night bonus goes to Conor McGregor. First fucking question, go. Hey guys, I know everybody's excited.
More
about
people
the
watch
best
the prelims in the
featherweight
Super
title
Bowl.
fight of all time, so let me ask Fabio Maldonado a question. Fabio,
Wait,
what was the
wait.
reason the best featherweight title? This goes to Conor McGregor.
Best
First
featherweight
fucking
title fight of all
question, go.
time,
Hey guys,
apparently.
I know everybody's excited about the best featherweight title fight of all time, so let me
I was
ask
going to say the
Fabio-
rematch. They win all 5. Right?
Was it like close?
I honestly can't
I mean, it's
remember.
unanimous, but was it like back and forth? I don't remember.
I just
I
know the
can't
first one
remember.
was like, holy shit.
Oh, knee to
Mendez took it on short notice and died.
Knee to the grave.
What is short notice?
No, I don't think
It wasn't?
So. I don't think so.
Maldonado a question. Fabio, what was the reason behind having Anderson Silva celebrate your victory with
picture.
you? I said some things about Anderson in the media, and I wanted to show that we were still on good terms. Guys, we don't have the beef now. He's okay. He's normal. We best friends in all the worlds. We get ice cream together after Defies. It was delicious, you guys. Trust me. We even has inside jokes. Hey, Fabio. Toolbox sandwiches. Laughter. We bet. Question for Phil Davis. Phil, you made Glover to share look like Glover to never wrestled in his entire life. Can you explain why you chose to call out Anderson Silva after the fight? And does him being BFFs with Fabio change anything? Well, it's like Wesley Snipes said, you can put a cat in an oven, but that doesn't make it a biscuit. Hashtag Anderson Silva is a biscuit cat.
Quotes
And this
Wesley
hashtag After Anderson, I think I should fight Christian Bale for Iron Man. Hashtag Narf. I have no idea what you just said. Anderson, are you worried about No. Would you fight Phil Davis before he fights Christian Bale for Iron Man? Yeah, of course I fight the Phil. He's a great
I fight the
opponent.
Phil.
Yeah, it's normal for to fight Phil Davis when I have 15-fight contract, even though I'm 39. Yeah, it's normal. I need more opponents anybody. I fight the Phil and
Another
Nick
guy
and
with a
Chris.
surprising
I fight all the
voice.
guys.
Anderson's
Yeah.
voice, you know? You wouldn't
And
expect
Chael
it.
was right. He could speak English.
Oh, 100%.
He just chose not to.
100%.
Team fight contract? How many times you plan on fighting this year?
Yeah, I mean that. I don't. Was it actually 15? I don't remember, but he signed like a super long
Crazy
deal
deal.
in his late 30s, which again, it's not like normal sports where you're like
15 fights at 30.
He was
yeah.
the Mahomes of the UFC
But
at
they-
the time.
Well, yeah, but they get all the UFC can like say see ya. And
Right,
they're not,
right.
There's no like buying out a contract or anything.
I feel like they should do that.
I mean, they're
Like you got a
they're-
guaranteed amount.
They're gonna have to unionize for that
I
to
know.
happen, and they
It's
keep
never gonna
trying,
happen.
but it doesn't happen.
I'll do pay-per-views. Yeah. You're gonna fight on
I'll do
every
pay-per-views,
major
yeah.
card? Yeah, it's normal. It's normal for it to fight 15
It's normal.
times a year. Why are you working so much? I'm bored. Trust me.
I bored.
Jose, was that the best win of your career? Absolutely. And now my court is complete. I'm the king. Chad is my prince. Frankie Edgar is the jack. Clay Guida is the 9 of spades. Dennis Seaver is the 4 of hearts. And we have a joker who does nothing but talk. Why so serious, Jose? Fighting Connor, champ. I will fight whoever the UFC tells me to fight, even if it is he who must not be named. Say my name, Jose. Say my name. Your magic is basic, Jose. You stand there in front of me flat-footed with your basic magic, and I'll Avada Kedavra in 3 seconds. Dana, will we see Jose and McVoldemort anytime soon? Yeah.
Mick Voldemort.
We will. I mean, gotta fucking fight Dennis Seaver first, but, I mean, who else is gonna fight Jose? That's true. There's only Chad and Frankie Edgar to consider beyond that clown, and I've already fought both of them. Yeah, that's definitely everybody. Nobody else in the division.
Pause real
Yep,
quick.
It's pretty much
I'm
going to
give a rare
Oh.
Connor, like a good thing about Connor. A compliment.
That's the word.
At this point in time, no one saw that 13-second knockout coming.
No.
Like, that was fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was.
I thought
absolutely
Aldo was
insane.
going to just demolish his legs, which just
If,
makes it even more like fucking crazy that Connor did that.
if it lasts longer than 13 seconds, I think it still could have happened. I'm
I-
not saying it would have, but it could
Right.
have.
Yeah.
That Aldo he just
Oh,
got
he got in his
he
head.
just got in his head. Dude.
Yeah.
Like Aldo he did like some out of character shit.
That was.
Yeah, Aldo's a lot more patient than that
yeah,
typically. And
exactly.
he went after him.
I don't know if he's
That was
ever
some-
came like that fast.
You know,
at somebody
some
before.
Mystic Max shit where he
Oh my God.
was practicing
Okay.
his shit in the
I just
locker
wanted
room.
a
Like,
compliment. We don't have to fucking just shine the fuck out of his cock.
no, I thought it was good. We were all blown away, and you were too.
Absolutely.
So apparently
Bitch.
this translator was like some sort of a factor in this press conference because they keep having the same He must have said something weird, or did something. I don't remember.
Well,
but
Maldonado looked like he said 3 words, and he just went on like a crazy long.
That maybe what it maybe been like answered a question real quick, and then the translator just went on for like minutes, like all the Asians.
Because I don't recognize him. Who's the guy they got now? He's great.
I don't know his name, but I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
He does guys from
every
Argentina,
language.
Guys from Peru.
It's like, how do you know?
Guys from Brazil.
That's awesome.
He does them all, dude.
Which, I mean, they're all
The guy with
similar, but
with the comb over guy? Yeah, he's awesome.
He fought both of them. Yeah, that's definitely everybody. Nobody else in the division. Yep, it's pretty much cleared out.
Cub.
So yeah, this is when Cub was getting like the Leon treatment.
Yeah.
Before he fought for the belt.
He's just in the desert.
Yeah, Palm Springs. A lot of palm trees out there, like on his body.
You guys have been great. Thanks for coming out. Connor's going to stay and do a Q&A and a magic show, and then he's going to teach you guys how to make eggs Benedict. Later, fruits.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird thinking back now that Cub, well, obviously, different narrative around Cub today, but at that point, he was just like on a big run.
Right.
But like they just did not want to give him a title shot.
That's because they wanted to build up the Connor shit, man.
Yeah.
Connor was talking shit and doing his thing and
making them dollars.
They were just like, Cub who?
So then, remind me, did Aldo get injured against Connor, and that's why Mendez came in, or what happened there?
Yeah, Aldo got hurt.
Was Seaver after Mendez?
Wait, time out. You're talking about? You said Aldo got hurt?
I mean,
yeah.
Why did Connor? I mean, Mendez came in short notice.
Why was Mendez
because
short notice?
Aldo got hurt,
so they were going to run it back.
No.
Aldo Connor?
No, Mendez was before Aldo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mendez was a short notice because Aldo got hurt.
Okay.
So then, but was that before? Was that after Dennis Seaver? Connor?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Mendez was after Seaver?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
Because he was supposed to fight Aldo.
So,
and then, because, you know, that famous video or whatever of Dana coming in like 3 days before or something like that, and they're ready, and he goes, Aldo's pulling out, like they're in Connor's kitchen or something like that.
So Mendez was right after Seaver.
Yeah.
And then Aldo. So Connor won.
Aldo rib injury.
How many fights in the UFC did he get before he fought for the belt? Marcus, the darkness Brimage
to Max. I know Max was a little
Max
different
was literally
then,
what, like 20 at the time?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before his title shot. And
that's fair. If you go 6-0,
it is.
You've worked up.
And
I know Max was young. We can't think of Max how he is today. So that wasn't like
Dustin was.
It wasn't a
somewhat
gamey,
of a
right.
Of a
but
name.
the more that Max won after he beat him, the better it looked for Connor.
I
you
feel
gotta
like
look at it that way.
Diego was kind of a gimme. Dustin was tough, but he wasn't like obviously Dustin now. But Dustin's a tough fight, and Dennis Seaver is honestly a pretty tough fight too, because Dennis was
Connor was supposed to win that.
He was, but Dennis was pretty nasty on the feet for a little while.
And that fight wasn't, if I remember right, it wasn't like just some ass whooping by Connor. I mean, he knocked him out, but I think it was kind of back and forth a little bit.
I'm telling you, man, Dennis is a good kickboxer. He's a spinning back kick to the body.
Yeah.
He was nasty with that.
He was the best like stanky legger on the planet.
Oh, great! Yeah, he'd stumble all over the place.
Cowboy had him all
him
wobble
and
around.
The Motown phenom.
Yeah, Kevin Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a big card. Honestly, I think at some point, if we keep doing this podcast long enough, I would like to go back and like rewatch some of these cards.
It's just crazy to me, like seeing, like trying to picture these guys, like Beneil Dariush in 2014. Like that's weird to me to think about. Neil Magny.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's just like
how old was Feely in 14, dude? He had to have been early 20s.
Wait, oh,
well, because he's what 30,
he's 34 now.
So 10 years, he was 24 years old. Not as young as I thought.
Born in 1990.
24 is pretty fucking crazy to be fighting several times in the UFC.
Yeah, especially then.
I was going to say, especially then, because you see younger guys now, but then, like, who was
fucking Raul Rosas?
Sage?
Bitch.
Super Sage?
Super Sage, yeah.
But he wasn't, he was after
that. He didn't look like an 18-year-old.
His face did.
Yeah, not his body, though.
His body, dude.
His face does not look 18 now.
No.
Because it got smashed by
It literally got smashed.
We're off on a tangent now.
Sorry.
Anything else on UFC 179, you two?
I'm good.
I'm good on it.
Clem, did you watch this? You remember this?
I do not remember that very well.
Okay, yeah. I don't remember where I watched it. but
I don't remember
I
watching.
don't know.
I remember watching all the
Or where
Mendez
I was
one. I
is-
don't remember the rematch.
Yeah, I remember the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rematch I don't remember.
That knee is like some cartoon looking shit because Mendez goes like flying back.
I mean, didn't Mendez like have his back like on the feet though? Like he
In the
like
first
kind
one?
of like a body lock behind him, and then Aldo just like broke the grip, turned around, and kneed him straight
I
in the face.
think so.
Yeah.
Because Mendez went immediately for another takedown.
Yeah.
And just ate the shit out of that Brazilian knee.
Yeah. Fuck wrestling, right? I mean,
Yeah.
right, Clem?
Fuckers. Yeah, dude.
It's
Who the hell wrestles?
All right. Well, hey,
Grapplers are lame.
at HOR Podcast,
Grapplers are
Instagram,
lame.
at Hungover Handwrite, TikTok, our socials, including Pro Fighter Austin Clem's, will be in the description. Go follow those, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Later.